Welcome fellow Fusioners, Character King here with a video about Blue Eyes Fusion. Now the boss monster of today's video, Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, is a devastating monster in today's current meta, because it can attack 3 times if it's the only face-up monster on your field. Very important that it's face-up, because if they floodgate something else on your field, you can still attack 3 times with this monster for lethal. Alrighty. One cool thing about him, basically every time he attacks, he sends a Blue Eyes Ultimate monster from your extra deck to your graveyard. So because we have 2 now, because they did level ups, you can, with Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, first attack, send itself, which when it's in the grave, if anything goes to target one of your Blue Eyes monsters, you can negate it by banishing it from your graveyard. So you want to send it first, this other version of itself first, and then send your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons. So the deck has a lot of draw power, because basically you have Cards of Consonance, which basically can send a Dragon Tuner with 1,000 or less attack to the grave to draw 2 cards, which gets you your other Blue Eyes effects. Now the cool thing is, I'm not running too many of them, because I found White Stones wouldn't let me get what I wanted, but I wanted 1, because I need to be able to get Blue Eyes. If I summon it and it dies, back to my hand. So I need at least 1 of these. And I'm running White Stone of Legend, which is better in Blue Eyes Fusion because you add Blue Eyes to your hand, so you add your fusion materials right away. Now, I'm only running 3 polymerizations, not counting Dragon's Mirror. I'm running 2 King of the Swamps because they count as Blue Eyes White Dragon, and 1 polymerization. You're only going to need to summon once because you're going to win or lose very fast. You have the option to fusion again later when your Blue Eyes are in the grave with Dragon's Mirror to try again. Now the cool thing about this deck that people don't really think about is Blue Eyes, Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is a Blue Eyes monster. So when White Stone of Ancients is in the graveyard, you can banish it to add your fusion back to your extra deck. So you can actually use that to get more attacks, or to be able to fusion summon again if you used all your materials. Alright, next thing I have, so basically I have 2 Into the Voids, which is just another source of draw power. The cool thing you can do with it is, if you have Dragon's Mirror, and you're unable to draw into your polymerizations and use Into the Void, you can basically search all your Blue Eyes, discard them, or King of the Swamp counts in the graveyard too as a Blue Eyes. And then next turn you can, if you live, use Dragon's Mirror to summon your Neo Blue Eyes like normal. So it's good having 1 of these. You don't want to brick on them because it's not the best tool for use. And sometimes you end up not being able to draw into your full fusion, so you have to have the way to use from the grave. This deck uses Haste Grenade because back row is another problem for it. Has target negation when it's in the grave, but until you attack, you don't get anything in the graveyard. So it's not realistic to rely on it. So you have 2 Haste Grenades, protect your monster, swing for game 3 times. I use the skill Alternative Evolution because the whole thing about it is if you can do a play where you normal summon Whitestone, summon a Blue Eyes with Sage, and then search a Blue Eyes to your hand so you get a lot of your pieces. Turn your Blue Eyes into a alternative Blue Eyes White Dragon, because the importance of it is it counts as Blue Eyes on your field and grave. So you can still do your fusion plays with it, but it lets you actually pop a monster. So if you pop a monster, if they only have 1, fusion, and they have a Kiteroid, you can attack 3 times through Kiteroid for lethal, which is very, very important. And then besides that, we just have our 4 ultimate monsters, and these white things, they come up sometimes, but I usually avoid them. You have a Spirit Dragon, can negate something in the graveyard, tribute itself for Azure Eyes. Azure Eyes, in your standby phase, it will summon a dragon, a normal dragon, and Blue Eyes from the graveyard. And then when it's summoned, it will protect all of your dragons from targeting until the end of the next turn. So Spirit Dragon on their turn becomes Azure Eyes, and your monster will be protected from their turn and your turn, as long as they don't get interrupted the moment his effect is trying to go off. Alright, that looks about it, so let's start the gameplay. Alright. Searching for opponent, not successful. See what fool we can fiend we can send to the Shadow Realm today. Joey Wheeler versus Seto Kaiba. Okay. Here we go. Here's the match I wanted to see in DSOD that never came. Joey didn't duel in the movie. That was very unfortunate.
My turn.
gotta keep passing.
My turn.
We don't. It's too risky to do any play, and we don't want to leave ultimate on the field alone.
I activate a continuous spell.
Okay, so we need to draw into something. Go. We need a Trunade.
I activate my monster's effect.
We need to draw on the Trunade. Discard one for Poly, and then hope we draw what we need.
Battle. I'm not the type to back down. Attack them directly. From my hand, I
Illusion
activate
Magic.
a
Okay,
play
that's
spell.
good. Because we can only attack 3 times, we want to make sure we only have to swing over 2 monsters. So Illusion Magic's his monster off. That's really good for us. Ooh, so we're going to get Poly.
I activate my
We have the ultimate. We need a Hatronade, or they're going to banish our ultimate. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Come on, Heart of the Cards, into the void. Hatronade. Yes! Alright, here we go. The power of Blue Eyes, Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
That ain't gonna work.
And Hatronade, because Hatronade should not have been added to Duel Links. It was so busted when it first came out. And it's better now. But any new deck they release, they don't put on the they don't put on the semi-limit 2, has a lot of trouble with a lot of other semi-limit 2 cards like Hatronade. I don't think they'll hit Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes generally falls in and out of meta all the time, and there's not really any card worth hitting on it. I guess they could do some, but I don't think it'd be worth it. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. There we go. I would love the animation of the normal ultimate, but we'll just have to go with what we got. Okay, so just to be safe, we're going to send. We want to make sure we send Neo Blue Eyes so we can negate targeting, because that will protect us if they try to banish him. If he has like Tight Road or something. Second attack. Effect again. Alrighty. Fiend. He surrendered before I could do my final attack. He was too scared of the ultimate dragon. Fear it. Fear its mighty power. Matching successful. Extra deck capacity. Hoping we get a new one soon. Some decks may benefit too much, like Thunder Dragons, but it's always good to get another extra deck slot every year. Going first. More fusions for me.
I kinda have a cool power. I will destroy Duel. My turn.
So we're going first. We're actually going to
Join me.
normal summon.
I summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect.
We'll add this one. There we go, yeah. And we'll use his effect first. We'll just get all of our Blue Eyes out of our deck. Alright, Blue Eyes the field. Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm gonna try to summon a normal Blue Eyes Ultimate one of these games. Give me some draw power. He'll have a strong Neos probably.
I activate my monster's effect.
Ooh. Ooh. Sure.
Go.
Let's see what he does.
Make your moves.
So right now we have pretty good board.
I draw.
I kept this guy not as fusion because if he pops my guy, I don't have a way to get it back right
Throw
now.
down a face down.
Oh.
I activate my monster's effect.
Cyber Darks. Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because the unfortunate thing is, I can negate targeting after my first attack, but the
monster's effect.
Desperado Barrel Dragon doesn't target.
I throw down a face down. Battle. Go.
He's gonna attack directly. I keep my monster, I guess. What does he send? Bacon? 80 changer. Okay.
I'm ending my turn.
My turn.
So what we got? Cards of Constance. Does not do much right now. So we'll start with Hatronade. See if we can win this turn.
I activate a spell.
Oh, alrighty. Is it worth popping? Let's see. When this card is normal summoned, okay, maybe. So I think
I activate my monster.
I don't think it's. I think it's mandatory to keep him on the board. So I think we can just out damage him right now.
From my hand,
So polymerization,
I activate a spell.
Ace Monster, Neo, Blue Eyes, Ultimate Dragon.
There's no preparing for this.
There's no preparing for this. Alrighty. Be prepared.
Behold,
Cut the decoy.
let's
Battle. Swing.
Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I don't know
Eraser.
about that. Hyper
I
Neutron
activate my
Blast.
monster's effect.
Oh no, we can send. Okay, no. I thought I was gonna send Fox, which would have been really bad.
Now, I activate
Let's
my
draw a card.
monster's effect.
Yes.
Neo Blue Eyes
Send
Ultimate Dragon can attack
another
any
Neo
time.
Blue Eyes Ultimate the Great for protection. I won't do much though, but
It's
lethal
over.
attack.
Attack.
Alrighty,
I'll never give
there we
up.
go.
Me and Mike.
Neo Blue Eyes for game. Match successful. This deck's a lot of fun. Joey Wheeler versus Von Kaiba. Going second, finally. I keep going first.
You'll learn the hard
Ooh.
way. You're still Kaiba. Duel.
We got Hatronade
My
and
turn.
cards. Consonants.
Okay.
There we go. I just need
I
to
summon
take my time with
monster.
my words sometimes.
I end my
My
turn.
turn.
Really?
I draw.
Um,
Come
Okay.
on out. I summon I activate my monster's effect.
let's see what we draw. Let's see if we can get a poly. That would be very fortunate.
From my hand, I activate a spell. I
Yes.
activate my monster's
Okay.
effect.
So what do you think? We play sloppy, go slow, or go for game?
I activate my monster's effect.
It's not Kaiba if you don't overkill your opponent. As much as I want the animation of Blue Eyes Ultimate,
I activate a
we have to go
spell.
Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Said Neos, that's not right.
There's no preparing.
Summon.
I behold Neo.
Now here's where the play comes in. We can only attack once if we attack with them first. So, we don't attack with them
See how much
first.
stronger I
We
am.
craft Sage.
Get 'em. My
And now his effect goes off. We can attack 3 times.
Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Yes.
Neo Blue
To the
Eyes
grave.
Ultimate Dragon can attack
Blue
3
Eyes
times.
Ultimate Dragon. Now attack Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate directly for game.
I attack
Triple
you directly.
Blue Lightning or White Lightning.
Ah, I'll
Ultimate.
teach you someday, Kaiba. And when I do,
It is
I'm
the
throwing a
ultimate
party.
dragon.
And you ain't invited. The only
Alright, well, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what fusion-related video you would like to see. I'm going to keep trying to hit some of the more meta-relevant ones. This one is a little more fun, but I'll see what I can do. Alright, thanks for watching. Let's go Slash.